Hey y'all, welcome back to Toke It Out. I'm so glad to see you guys this week, or not see you and be broadcast. I don't know what the fuck that means. Oh shit, that's such a stupid opener. All right, whatever. Moving on. I don't care. Moving on. We're just gonna get right into it. You know I'm Maddie Tokes, and this is Toke It Out. What am I toking on? Oh, if you can't tell, the edible hit about 35 minutes ago. So we're deep into it with the gummy. I also activated that motherfucker with this purple pebble rosin. Super good, super tasty. Yum yum. Okay, what do I have on the agina today? Quite a few things to talk about. Um, First and foremost, did I tell you guys that I am currently taking improv classes? Yeah, that's right. I mean, we're talking improv one. I mean, I am like, whatever. I'm actually kind of good at it. Who would have guessed? I can fucking talk for 40 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time, whatever. But I got an email from my instructor, and she's a pretty semi-famous improver, actress, whatever. She wrote and produced this show called Teachers with a bunch of other people, like not solely her, but a team of whatever, but partially her. And she starred in it. It's went on for a few seasons on TV Land. I think that's awesome. So I feel super grateful to have her instruction. So then moving on, she sends out an email to the entire class saying, bring a prop to class because we're going to do prop work and object work. Cool. And in the email, she also includes that this improver, this very famous improver named TJ, is going to be teaching a class in Ann Arbor. And that the class is full. You can't like take it anymore, but you can audit it, which means you can go and you can sit and like listen and, hear the instructions, whatever. Which I think is very cool. So she tells us about that, whatever. And it's like, I encourage you all to go check it out. And I'm like, cool. I send an email back saying, heard, whatever. I'll bring the prop. So then I get an email back and I glance at it and I'm like, I see your name. And I'm like, what? Like, that was not an email that needed replied to. You know what I mean? That email absolutely could have just hung out, whatever. But she emailed me back. And I'm like, okay. So I don't look at it for a couple hours because I'm like, oh, she's gonna tell me, she's like clearly emailing me to tell me that I'm an awesome improver. I'm super good. Cause she's told me I'm pretty good at a few things and whatever, so that's cool. And then I really need to go to see this TJ guy, and this could be, really good instruction. You should take the next class and blah blah blah. And like obviously she wants to tell me I'm an amazing improver, right? Clearly. So I don't open it for a couple hours and I'm like, okay, well, bite the bullet. I'm gonna open it. It is the 60-year-old man in my class replying all saying that he will bring a prop to class. And I say, no, bro, are you serious? Why did I think that she was gonna do that? Like, also, improv one. It's improv one. Like, I'm not in advance. I've been doing this a long time. I've like shown, like, stupid. Stupid, bro. Have you ever done that? I feel so stupid. And this 60-year-old man is super nice guy. He's an amazing person. Like, he's very nice. He plays Santa at different places, like during December. And I'm like, fucking, of course. And like, I see her name because she's replying all. I'm like, are you for real? Of course. Of course. She's doing that. Stupid. Stupid. Of course. So that's how I got an email from Santa saying that he'll bring a prop to class. Stupid. How about that performance of a lifetime at the Super Bowl? Kendrick Lamar won a bunch of Grammys for a diss and then performed it at the Super Bowl with homies' exes. Iconic. Iconic, actually. Talk about an artist making art. You know what I mean? Like, those lyrics were deliberate, were purposeful, we're catchy because he's talented and an artist and can form those words that way, but was not like meant to be TikTokable. It was meant to be a diss, straight up. That's cool. I'm getting chills. That's cool. I say that a lot in here. I do. And this room is also super cold. So that might be why. But very cool. Also, news fucking flash. Boot cuts are back, baby. Boot cuts are back, baby. They're back. And I'm so happy. And I'm so happy. Flair's boot cuts are back, except in the winter, bro. We're not doing the frayed edges on the shits, fucking a triangle of wet just on my heel. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, millennials, elder millennials. You know. Okay? So we're not doing that. Spring, summer, here it comes. Here it comes. Fall, halfway. We're done. Then we're done. Depending on where you live, enjoy it year round. Losers. But are us snow people? Us snow people? Us snow people? We will not be doing that in the winter. Skinny jeans are acceptable. Straight legs are acceptable, but we will not be doing flares in the winter. Thank you. I definitely thought for a second that Travis Kelce got hair plugs. I was like, that is fiancé hair. P.S. That should have been fiancé hair. Should have been. I actually don't give a fuck. It absolutely was meant to be for him. Fiancé hair. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Yes, you do. But looking at the hairline, the same thing. And I mean, I feel you. I feel you. We're pretty big. I feel you, Travis Kelce. So like, no hate either way. But luscious mane and incredible. Jason Kelce out here dressed like Dr. James Watson for whatever reason, not sure. And then somebody said that Tom Brady looks like the MF Doom mask, and that's so funny. Okay, I don't know if you guys know, but when you guys get like work done on your face, and like I've only had Botox, so transparently, and even with Botox, you need that to settle, and it will settle. Homie got a facelift and it didn't settle, or he didn't, slash somebody didn't tell him that you need, I mean, almost a year for that shit to settle. I'm not joking. Like almost a year. He looked strapped in, bro, for real. Like that, I was like, oh no, I feel bad for him. Because you know that motherfucker, I don't care if he's a quarterback or whatever, has gotten hit and like, not that head's gotten knocked around a few times in that helmet. That's not good, you know? Whatever. I'm not the biggest Tom Brady fan. I'm like, fucking live your life, fucking look like Caitlyn Jenner. I don't care. But like, strapped in. Like, I mean, you can't like, if you get a nose job, you have to strap that puppy down on the plane or else it'll blow up. So, I don't know if he like I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I once got Botox though, so like, hey, I feel you, Tom Brady, and I feel your pain because the first time I got Botox, granted, first time, it has never happened since. My girl is amazing. Go to Veda, Veda Hydration, Veda Aesthetics. She's amazing. My eyebrows ended up like that, and I could not raise them, you guys. Like, I looked like a like, just straight across eyebrows, and I already had pretty straight across eyebrows, so then that thing dipping, and then the other one was, like, way up. It was it actually I'll show a picture if I have it. It was crazy. It was crazy. So, Botox, facelifts, nose jobs, those have to settle before you get back on TV, okay? National Super Bowl TV, okay? Go sit up in the ESPN, like, roundtable shits that they do, okay? Don't be a correspondent on the road or on the ground with that face. That's so mean. That's so mean. As a person who is certainly not a 10 out of 10, that's so mean for me to say, but he's a man and he's a white man, so I actually don't feel that bad. Okay, so what else? Who else is locked in to Australian TikTok? Not me, because I only have Instagram. As you guys know, I don't have TikTok and I'm not better. But I follow these two women, these three, but one woman is actually from South Korea, but she does a lot of like Australian stuff. They were nominated for like Australian Creator of the Year on TikTok and whatever. This girl that won, she's so cute. She's this like 22-year-old girl who makes pajamas and then goes swimming in the lake. But she films every fucking moment of her entire life. I mean, camera angle, camera angle, camera angle, camera angle, like of just her getting up and getting ready and whatever. I mean, very simple, like cute. Like I watch it, I follow her, I'm into it. But I like kind of can't imagine at times that like, oh, you gotta get up and you be like, okay, time to film every moment of my life, time to film my car ride, and then my arrival at the warehouse, and then my swimming in the lake, and then and I gotta do it because each one's gonna be like 4 videos. Like, does she get a day off? Does she want a day off? Maybe this is her joy, and that's amazing, but because she's so young also and has so much fame with this and whatever, I don't see her going down a bad path or anything like that, but I just see her never having a normal, like, 20s, because every moment is documented. And I mean, granted, what was I doing in my 20s? Taking selfies, fucking, like, out there with the fucking camera, old school camera shit in the mirror. Like, I mean, I was doing it, whatever. I don't even know if we had smartphones. They probably did. They were like, grainy, not great pictures of young me, but whatever. Maybe I'm being judgmental. I'm not trying to be judgmental. I know that sounds like I'm like a hater, but I and live her life. I just like can't imagine it. Like that just seems like a wild existence to film so much all the time, you know. And then the other woman I follow, and then her best friend Ginny, so cute, love them. They both of them they go back from South Korea to Japan. What am I talking about? South Korea to Australia a lot. They come to the US like randomly. Honestly, just like cute. Cute, cute, cute. Love them. And then the other girl I follow, this Esme Louise, she is the first girl, her name's Brady Drake. I feel like I didn't name her and that she deserves to be named. Esme Louise, she's so cute. She's got a PhD now in sex history. Sex history. Yeah. So if you don't, I think she wrote a book called Kinky History. I gotta get that book. I gotta get it. I'm so fascinated with it, dude. Are you kidding me? If you think your shit's fucking weird, it's not. It just isn't compared to how many things have gone on. Do you know that? I know like this is like a meme, but this is like real. This is like she's talked about it. Napoleon used to tell his like paramour, his wife, I don't know exactly who he was, the woman that he was having sex with. He would tell her, I'm on the way, like, write a letter and be like, I'm on the way home. Don't wash. Oh, yeah. About 3 days ahead of his arrival, somebody comes up with a letter saying, don't be washing down there because I want it stanky. Stanked up good is what he wanted all the time. Are you for real? Don't wash? Honey. Yeast infection, UTIs. Don't wash? Girl, what are you talking about? For what? What? I mean, I guess that is like the same thing. And I mean, hey. Hey. I'm not judging. If that's what you're into, work. Absolutely. Don't fucking listen to me. I just was like, there has to be some level of concern for her health. That's not, I mean, obviously there wasn't back then, but I was just concerned about her health. Like, if you like that, amazing. But I guess that's like the same as the men who are like buying panties and socks and shit off the internet, who are like, wear that for 19 and a half days and then send it to me in a plastic bag, vacuum sealed. How do I know about this? I don't. Never. I've never done that. Ever. But the internet's a wild place and you can learn anything there. And that's crazy. Like, I mean, in 19 and a half days, it's probably not like that. And oh my God, I've heard of women, and like, this is like back in the day, TikTok, like 2020. I've heard of women giving that shit to their boyfriends to wear. And I'm like, how do you not know a man's BO? And I mean, maybe you don't. Shit, maybe you don't. I don't know. I be smelling some of my friends. They be smelling stinky sometimes, And I mean, hey, your girl here too. I stink sometimes, It is human nature to do that sometimes. But what? 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 What are we talking about? Like, okay, so wildly off topic to my note saying Australian TikTok locked in. Wildly off topic from that. But okay, cool. So what's my next thing? Oh, Lady Gaga's new album? Not a new album. She hasn't like dropped it yet, but Abracadabra. Lady Gaga's Abracadabra. It's good. It's good. Is it exactly Judas? Yeah. Yeah. It is. It absolutely is. It's just Judah. It's just like her vaguely Catholic goth pop. You know what I mean? It's not super new or anything, but it is good. So I'll take it. But did you guys know that abracadabra actually translates to something? The word abracadabra is believed to have originated from the Aramaic phrase, oh my God, Avada Kedavra? Like, Avada Kedavra. Is that like the thing from Harry Potter? What? Avada Kedavra. Okay. Avra Kedavra. Okay. Which translates to I create as I speak. So, Abra, the Aramaic equivalent of the Hebrew word Avra, which means I will create. The Aramaic equivalent of the Hebrew word Kedubra, which means as was spoken. So, okay, cool. So, I think that's very cool. I think that is very goth, very witchy, and I'm super into it, and I wanna hear more. Why is it, like, Disease, Abracadabra, and then what is her Bruno Mars one that's doing so well? What is it? Die With a Smile? I don't know. I'm a Bruno Mars hater. Hater, hater, hater. Hater, hater, hater. So, whatever. It's fine. I always have been. But either way, her goth pop is a her making an album like this is a sign recession pop is back. Recession pop is back. What's recession pop? Let's look it up. Let's look it up so I can garbly fucking read this to you. Like, for real. Recession pop is a type of pop music that became popular during the Recession of 2008, which is characterized by its high energy and focus on dancing. This music is often described as escapist with themes of partying and optimism. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We don't want to think about this. We don't have any money, but we can dance. We can usually find something free, something cheap to go and dance. We can dance in our living room. You know what I mean? Like we can experience joy without having to spend money. We can experience joy and not think about how late rent might be by dancing. And I love that. Whether that's, finding that as SZA says, like that solace inside, that peace inside, or it's creating that community outside by going out and doing stuff and meeting people. I went out this weekend to this gay bar and I didn't dance because not a lot of people were dancing. And by the time a gay club gets going, it's like 11:30, and I'm like, okay, it's my second night out in a row. I'm really tired. But a friend came up to me. My friend Jay came up to me and was like, "Hey, Maddie, I haven't seen you in forever." And I was like, "No way." And I just felt this like sense of community, even though I hadn't seen him in a long time. And we're not like the closest of friends or whatever, but like I feel community with him being in this area where he's worked in cannabis before. So I've known him for a long time. Just that, like, and then the hug he gave me, Jay, if you're listening, the hug you gave me is literally the best hug I've ever had in my fucking life. Like, literally, I was like, okay, I just felt so loved in that moment. Examples of recession pop songs is Don't Stop the Music by Rihanna, I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas, Teenage Dream by Katy Perry, Just Dance by Lady Gaga, The Way I Are by Timbaland. I love that song actually. Blow and TikTok by Kesha. Yeah, that's right. Kesha with the two songs. And Sexy Back by Justin Timberlake. Who cares? I feel very grateful and whatever for everything I have in my life. It's happening. The recession's happening, let me tell you. And because I've worked in cannabis so long and I have so many friends in cannabis and like I just have my finger to the pulse on cannabis in Michigan at least, sales are down. And it's not because the product isn't good. It's because people don't have money. So cheap things are flying off the shelf, and if you're making top shelf product, you better hope you have loyal customers. Straight up. Straight the heck up, for real. So, I can connect anything back to the cannabis industry. But it's like a luxury that can like, people don't have to spend money on, Like, it is one of the it's like that, haircuts, eating out, things like that, going to restaurants and shit, going to the movies, like, all that shit, like, declines first. Why do you think Joann's is closing? Nobody's making their own clothes. Nobody has the time or money to do so right now. Go support your local Joann's. Like, I know they're a fucking corp, whatever. I'm not saying that they're a good company, like, whatever, but I just hate to see it go. I really do. I hate to see it disappear from communities because personally, I've loved making clothes recently in the last couple of years learning. I thought it was so cool. I think it's another dying art. So go out there and go make one of those fleece tie blankets, Go spend $20, go do that. I don't have a date night about it. Okay, so recession pop. I love it. I not everything has to be, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love meaningful music. I love meaningful music. I love music the lyrics will really hit me in a different way. But I can appreciate so many artists and the art that they create and stuff. And I was talking with a friend recently and she was like Sabrina Carpenter? And I was like, yeah, I do. I think she's cute. Like, and then she just didn't have anything to say to that, so I was like, "Okay, you wanted to shit talk her, and, like and I didn't, give you the okay to do so." Which I don't care if you like Sabrina Carpenter or not, I don't pay her bills, I don't make money off of that, I don't care. And then she was like, "Do you like Charlie XCX?" I was like, "Yeah, I do. I went to her concert. It was an amazing show. It was a really great performance." She was like, "Yeah, I don't hate her, but I don't really listen to her." And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And then she brought up these more indie artists that, I was like, "Oh yeah, I really do like them and stuff." But I'm just like, it's okay to like all these things. It's okay to like pop. It's okay to like Charlie XCX, and it's okay to like Alt J. It's okay to like Kim Petras, and it's okay to like, Mick Gee. You know what I mean? But whatever. I think recession pop is beautiful in its own right, and that might be weird to say because it's so poppy and dancey and like, let's do drugs and have sex and dance all night. Yeah, like that's recession pop. But I I love it. I love the way it is. And I also love me some Bon Iver. And I love some holy shit, Tame Impala and whatever. I and then I also like Big X the Plug, and then I also like Luke Bryant, and then I also like Dom Dalla. Like, please, get out there. Just listen to these people, man, because 'cause you're only hurting yourself. Are you gonna go to the Institute of Art, wherever you are, and only look at one section because you're like, "No, I only like abstract art, so I'm only gonna go here because fuck modern art." What? You wouldn't do that. And if you would, strange. Weird choices. Imma say it now. Weird choices. But anyways, I encourage you all to go listen to a different type of music this week and diversify and listen to that. I have so many things listed and we have not gotten anywhere with this shit. And I'm gonna move on from this, but bro, I sometimes I write you guys don't understand. Sometimes I like write my random thoughts and notes inside the like Toke It Out episode notes. Here's one. A smut book club called Between the Covers. Maybe that's not an original idea. Maybe it's not, but come on, because 'cause you're, like, between the covers when you're reading, you know what I mean? But also the covers of a book, always think it maybe that's not an original thought. If it's not, then I just rethought of it and thought it was funny, so and if it's somebody else's original thought, amazing. It was a great thought, and so much so I thought it was mine, so whatever. Oh, no, I'm not gonna say this one. Nope, not gonna say this one. Okay, back to it. I think I know. You think I don't know? I think that we're done with celebrity worship. I think that that is coming to a head of some sort and then a steep decline. Now, celebrity worship, what am I talking about? Am I talking about political figures? Sure. No one in particular. I'm talking about every side of the aisle. I'm talking political figures. I'm talking about movie stars. I'm talking about TV stars. I'm talking about I mean, all these things. I don't know if I'm talking about musicians or not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, because musicians have the option, I suppose, of creating authentic art to them and putting it out there. Now, the reason I'm kind of on the fence with that is because and I'll explain celebrity worship. We're going back to it. I have not forgot. I'm on a roll today. This edible's hitting and it's hitting good. So musicians having the option of creating authentic art or not. If you're signed to a label, you might be locked in to creating a specific kind of art that is, sellable. You know what I mean? That brings in the dollar signs before or after. If you are being discovered doing your authentic art and your performance, and then you go to a studio and you have to sell X amount of albums, you have to create a certain amount of art that's gonna be sellable. And then probably, like, drop in a few things, like Lady Gaga dropping a ballad on all of her albums. That's why Die With a Smile is there. Okay. Okay, back to it. It's all coming together, baby. Okay. And I'm separating musicians from, like, political figures and celebrities and whatever. Now, political figures, they should be working for you, but I think there's a potential that our individual needs aren't gonna be heard. Moving past that, and again, both sides of the aisle. But celebrities, movie stars, whatever, like, "Oh my gosh, what is Jennifer Lawrence wearing?" I feel like that's, like, a weird old celebrity. Not a weird old one, she's, like, we're, like, the same age, but anyways, I think it's just done. I think that because I don't know when it's gonna click for us that we're District 12 talking about and caring about the Capitol. Like, for that kind of reference, if you are a Hunger Games person or have seen it. Like, we are the small communities that they don't give a shit about. That they don't give a shit about. And we're out here being like, yes, do it. You're amazing. Everything you do, I want to do. Really? Is that like truly what I'm supposed to be idolizing? For real? Is it? I don't know. I just like, I'm sick I mean, like, okay, you got Taylor Swift's chai cookie recipe. Do you know anything that your grandmother made or your mother made or your older sister knows or your aunt or your cousin or your best friend? Do you have their recipes? For real? Do you? Like, I mean, and I'm not saying that I like am the ultimate person of, that, the ultimate example, but I think the idea of these people that we look up to are just like Chaperone says, like, you're a random bitch. I'm a random bitch. Whatever. I don't know. At some point, your community gets too big and you become unreachable. And that's not appealing anymore. Straight up. It's not appealing with people. It's not appealing with brands. It's not appealing. And you being on this like high ass pedestal that I am like stretching my neck to look at is not the move anymore. Now we're into the like, let's get fucking real because everything feels so out of touch. Whatever. I feel like we're all separated by a screen. I mean, I was talking to my friend and she was telling me how Tinder's going for her. Like, that people are way better on the screen than they are in person, and that the expectations aren't met, and that there's a lot of disappointment and a lot of like just casual and just, there's not connection. And I hate it. And I feel like celeb worship is just a facet of that. Going back to celebrity worship, I'm getting way off course of like being all of us kind of being out of touch with like what's going on. Like that's why I was saying last week, go to a local yoga class, babe. Go see what's in your community. Go see what's out there. Go be a part of that community. If you're in a rural area, maybe your community is online, but be engaged in a part of it. This is getting a lot too serious for this like lighthearted shit, but let me know what you think. I think it's coming to a head and then a steep decline very quickly. I think around spring, March, go ahead. Go ahead. And if you want to know why I think that, then I'll make a whole other video about that, but because I don't want to bore people with my like crazy shit. So, whatever. And I already like said a lot of crazy shit. So, all right, we're going to move on, but like is there a brand out there to you that's like super unreachable? Like thinking about, I mean, comment or not, but just think about it personally. Is there a brand that's unreachable to you? And what do you like about that? Do you like that they're so exclusive and that you're going to be a part of this club? And if you spend enough money at Hermes and get that bag, that you'll be a part of this club? Because it's all about the money, babe. Club 33 Disney, money. Getting that Hermes bag, money. That Birkin, money. Like, I mean, for real. Where's like, where's the community? Do you know your neighbors? I don't know. Whatever. I gotta get off myself. Ugh. Gotta get off my soapbox because somebody's gonna throw an egg at me so hard in the face. For real. For real. More egg on my face. Why am I always saying that in podcasts? Fuck. I'm 105 years old. Sorry. Hey, real quick, I'm just gonna toss this out there. If you need Girl Scout cookies and you don't have somebody in your family or around your neighborhood to buy because you're so detached from your community, no, I'm just kidding. But if you don't have somebody to buy Girl Scout cookies from, Troop 6000 is a troop that you can buy from. They ship online. I'm gonna put the link in the description everywhere, but order from them. They help the homeless youth, like the homeless young girls in New York City. And they have programs that help them like get out of shelters and into permanent housing stuff. Did you guys know that the average stay in a shelter is 18 months? I think that's so crazy. You could potentially go through 2 cookie like seasons being in a shelter. And I think that's horrific for anybody to have to deal with. So for me, that's a huge thing that I love. So that's a lighter note if you can do that. I have so many things on here. Okay, one more thing I'd like to just plug. I told you I was gonna feature Black-owned businesses for Black History Month. This week is Art and Co. They make a infuser, so you can infuse your oils and butter with your herbal arrangements. If you know, you know. I'll put the link below as well. I'm not sponsored by them either or anything. They actually reached out to me once to do something for them, and they were such a small company back then. I thought I was gonna get scammed. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this or whatever. And now they're huge. So more egg on my face. But we live and we learn. I make mistakes. Let me feature them now because they definitely deserve it. It's a woman, black owned. It The Ardent FX is their product. Dude, it's Bluetooth enabled. That's fucking cool. That's cool. Okay. Cause you don't have to like sit there and wait and know and whatever. You can leave. You can literally leave. That's cool. The real, don't leave your house because you don't want that shit to something to happen. I don't advise that. But oh my gosh, they have a mini one. Stop. Oh, I want the mini one bad. Do reach out to them. Go get your herbal infuser. Amazing. I think that's very, very cool. Because if you've never made infused oil before, it's a bitch. It's so like time consuming. Time consuming. So, okay, moving on. Hey, Shamrock Shake's back. The Shamrock Shake is back. It's back. It's back. McDonald's 70s era Uncle O'Grimacy is back to sell some Shamrock Shakes. Y'all don't know? Let me put you on to Uncle O'Grimacy. This is crazy. Dude, Grimace creeps me out. What the fuck is Grimace? 50 years ago, McDonald's purple mascot, Grimace, just purple mascot. Still not sure what Grimace is at all. But McDonald's purple mascot Grimace introduced his uncle in an extremely 70s ad promoting the Shamrock Shake. Uncle O'Grimacy was a bumbling, fuzzy top hat wearing creature hailing from Ireland who would go on to rep the Shamrock Shake for a few years before ultimately disappearing into the ether of the early McDonald's mascot lore. But now, for the first time since 1975, McDonald's is giving Uncle O'Grimacy another shot in the limelight. Literally. It's the person who didn't say pun intended is crazy because he's a lime color. I guess, but that's not the flavor. Whatever. Okay. The green mascot reappeared in promoting the return of the Shamrock Shake, which is set to land at McDonald's in stores February 10th. It's celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Ronald McDonald House Charities, which will receive a portion of proceeds from this year's Shamrock Shake sales and Uncle Grimacy themed merch. Themed merch? Shut up. Bro, shut up. There's merch. I need to know what this merch is. Dude. Uncle O Grimacy merch. Shut up. That's stop. Not the website is Golden Arches Unlimited Tech. No. They got a shirt. They got a shirt that says, "Who's your uncle?" Why? Why? Uncle Grimacy. Oh yeah, I bet the stickers are sold out. The hat, it's sold out. Everything except the shirt is sold out. That is so fucking funny. I don't know. I gotta send this to somebody. Hold on. Hold the absolute phone. Who's your uncle? Here to spread shamrock cheer. Yeah, I bet you are, baby. Hell yeah, you are. I'm cheered up. Okay. So that is Uncle O'Grimacy. That is crazy. Love him. Very cool. Want this shirt really bad. If I can get this shirt, I think it might be worth it. I don't know, $25 for the Who's Your Uncle shirt? Yeah, I think it might be worth it. So, if you catch me in the Who's Your Uncle shirt, whatever. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Go out there and get it. Or don't. I don't care. Okay. So I've been talking for a while. So let's just skip a couple of these random things I was going to talk about. And okay, so I found an article for frugal Valentines, like ideas. And I thought it would be funny to react to them. So we're going to react to them. We're going to read the seven frugal ways to make Valentine's Day feel luxurious. If one of these is write a love letter to your partner, a lot of you are going to find out how many words your boyfriend does not know. Straight up. DIY spa night, number 1. That's actually not bad, I guess. I mean, DIY spa night, but then you have to set it up and clean it. And who's doing that? Yeah. That's something I want to do for me. Number 2, write love letters. Bitch, your boyfriend's gonna be like, I like that your hair is pretty and that you do things with your boobs. And then I like your butt and I love you because you do everything for me. Like, that's what your boyfriend's gonna fucking write, dude. Whatever. Maybe your boyfriend's amazing. My husband, he wrote me a letter and then printed it on a blanket, and it is really sweet. So maybe it would be really nice, but I don't know. I feel like I hear sometimes from my friends that their boyfriends are like just like not as insightful as they maybe want, as they desire. So create sip and paint portraits of each other. Wow, you're about to find out how many artistic skills I don't have personally. Don't have them. Absolutely not. I'd be drawing stick figures and being like, "This is us, and we're holding hands." Like, it would not be good. It would look like the portrait that Michael painted for Jim and Pam. It's like, I painted you guys from memory." He turns it into the fucking, like, cartoon. Please, that would be me. Make a personalized burr basket. Okay, so I thought we were doing frugal, and now all of a sudden I gotta make a whole basket? What's that about? Like, what if I got $0 from include a cookbook and okay, so we're already at $30. Like, what do you mean? For example, if they love cooking, include cookbook, $30. All right. Or I'm printing it at the library, 10 cents a piece. Dollar store friendly candy. Okay, that's okay. DIY decorations. Okay, DIY decorations. What am I doing? I'm cutting out hearts and I'm putting them on there, wrapping it in ribbon. Actually, that's kind of cute. And a handwritten note. So I got you this basket that I put this book and this note in. Give me the book and the note. What's with the basket? That's wasteful capitalism. Just write me something. You know that those decorations you were gonna do for the basket? What? Put that into the note. Make me a poster. Give me the candy on the side. What? I don't know. I just unnecessary. I know that some people really like to do the whole shebang and make their presentation really nice. And I like a nicely wrapped present, that's for sure. I don't need like something to spin and there to be lights and there to be, it's cool. It's beautifully wrapped, great wrapping, great bow, amazing. Period. I don't know. Put the book somewhere I can find it that's cute rather than wrapped up. So that way I'm like, oh, that's nice. Opt for a flowering plant rather than roses. Okay. So now I've given you a responsibility. And while that thing may grow, it may die. And then I've been like, "Oh, great, your plant that was supposed to last forever. Haha, I didn't know it wasn't supposed to be in direct sunlight, and now it's." How many times I've done that? A lot. Go stargazing. I love that, except it's 22 degrees in Michigan, 32 degrees today. So I'd say fuck this website. That was horrible. Those were horrible things. The notes, cute, kind of cute. If you can do it, good. But I don't. I feel like you're gonna put a lot of. There could be some let down expectations. There we go. Uh, for the writing the love letter, I'm just saying. DIY spa night. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm doing that alone, or you can set it up for me. But together, I'm not doing it. We can put on masks and go watch a movie. Period. That's as much as we're doing together. Did I do this one? Create a DIY wine tasting experience? Again, money. It can easily set you back for $50 or more per person, but you can buy 3 bottles of wine for 50 bucks. Okay. So I get 3 wines for 50 bucks. Great. I don't know. I don't know. That is frugal. That's frugal. I don't know. I'm being way too harsh with these. I'm like, spending money isn't frugal. These are frugal, not free. So, it's wise up, bitch. Wise up. But that's kind of cute. DIY wine tasting. That's cool. If I drank, that'd be cute. Again, what's another like sip and paint? I guess we could like puff and paint type shit. That'd be cute. And then the bird basket. Why do you need that? Okay. Well, it's kind of lame. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a great Valentine's Day. If you don't have a significant other or a loved one, just know that there is always love and support around you and your community, including this corner of the internet, always. So, regardless of what these people say, you do a DIY spa night, babe. Hey, go to the movies by yourself. It's not that bad. They got those big recliners now. You be nobody cares. I'm not taking stock of who's alone in the movie theater. You better believe. Bring a blanket, take a nap. Who cares? Who cares? Fuck it. Go spend $20 to take a nap. No, no, but do something for you, regardless. Even if you do have a significant other, do something for you because self love is the most important love that there is. Period. Okay, so recommendation of the week. Oh my god. Have you ever okay. So like I told you guys last week to go to a yoga class. My rec last week was go to a free yoga class. So I looked for more this week on Eventbrite. Some Eventbrite events. Whoa. I think I warned you guys last time, but I looked again. Okay. I wrote this down for $34. You could go to this. It was a monthly oracle reading group by some guy named Brandon. It just said by Brandon, or monthly oracle tarot reading by Brandon. Who's Brandon? Who is he? What credibility does he have? Just Brandon? Brandon's out here fucking raking it in with the tarot. Can I put on there like, come by, I'll give you my monthly weather prediction based on nothing. And I'm not saying that Brandon is like an unreliable source. I don't know Brandon. Do you know Brandon? I don't think anybody does because he's just Brandon. But like, for $34, that's just, it's weird, man. It's weird. By Brandon? I don't know. I don't trust Brandon. But okay. So just explore Eventbrite with caution is all I'm saying. Like, don't get duped into something that like might be stupid. My real recommendation, that's not my recommendation. That's my recommendation for life. My recommendation of the week is this artist, this indie musician named Wes Parker. I really like Wes Parker. His music is so pretty. He plays this like TikTok, Instagram character named Skunk. And a lot of his bit is like you're at a party with some guy named Skunk. And he's like always like really nice in these videos and stuff, but they are like very weird. Like I've met so many skunks in my life. His Instagram is at Fat West. It's PHAT_West, WES. And I don't know, his indie music is really good. I think his music video is a hit for his new song Splinter is this cast of him and a few other people, and they're all just like the Spice Girls. Love that. Love that. But so I looked into him. I've been listening to his music, and my favorite song is Eggshells. So if you listen to it, I love Eggshells. But I was listening to it, and his older music, he was like a rapper. Like he was doing rap stuff on music, like on tracks and stuff. And I was like, what? And then he kind of like got to this like really like emo-y kind of like slow indie and whatever. And now he's like doing a little bit more like indie rock. Like it almost has touches of like Midwest emo rock, if you know what I'm talking about. Like front bottoms. Like it almost has it. It doesn't, but it almost has like a tinge of that to it. He's got like these really big like key changes and stuff. Really good, really good. Eggshells has a part like that where it abruptly kind of just the song changes a little bit. And I don't know why I really like that. It kind of gives me like a 2-for-1 in a song, whatever. But I love the fact that he was doing that rap stuff and he didn't take that stuff down. It's just still up. And for me, that makes like, don't like keep trying stuff. Keep trying new things. Keep trying. If you like coloring, try a different kind of coloring. If you like this kind of music, listen to a different kind of music for once. I mean, there's a message in that. There's a message in seeing him do that and how amazing it is. So, okay, guys. Well, I guess that is it for me for this week. The biggest way that you can support me is by subscribing to my YouTube channel right now. Even if you're an audio listener, please go subscribe. I'm just trying to get up to that, the limits that YouTube has set for me that I have to meet in order to monetize. So that is the best way to support me. Check out last week's podcast where I tell you guys a really interesting story about a friend who fucked a Nazi and brought me to Vegas to do it. Crazy. I will see you guys next week. Have an amazing one and be safe. I love you. Bye.